Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Alphonse.IT. In previous video we have discussed about the importance of C programming as well as the setup of C programming and some of the theories of the C programming. For watching that videos, I will be dropping the link in that I button. You can click on that I button to watch that video. And this video will be about the programming. In this video we will be writing about somewhat 10 plus programs that are basic programs in the C language. So first of all, let me start with some of the important theories in the C programming or C program. So first of all, you can just write the C program in BSC.CSIt or VS Code. You can download the BSC++ from direct internet. So after that, you can just change the font and size of font from the editor options. In the editor options, I will be using the default font and I will be increasing the size of the font because without increasing the size of font, the font is very small, so it is not visible in my video. I also suggest you to increase the font size if you want to do program in your BSC++. And first of all, I will tell you about the comments. So comments are the words that are written in the double slash one or after double slash. The words that are written after double slash are known as comment, which are not compiled by our compiler. So what you write after double slash is not important to the program. Or you can also write the comment by using slash and star option. So first of all, let me show you some of the examples of double slash comments. So let me show you some of the writings in the double slash form or after double slash to show you that the things that are written after double slash are not important to our program. But if you write any word without double slash or slash star, then it is regarded as the code. So compiler would try to compile it and show error. This is a example of multi-line comment. So for the multi-line comment, you have to end the multi-line comment by using star slash. So first of all, you have to remember is you have to start the program by slash star and end that by star slash. So let's move on to the first code. For the first code, I will be writing only a program that is welcome to the C programming. After executing the file or after executing the application that is compiled by that program. So now the program is finished. So let me compile the program first of all to run the program. I'll be selecting my remaining space or external space for storing the program. You can choose any folder, it doesn't matter the folder that you choose. So first of all, let me create a new folder in which I will be saving the program that I have made today. For the file name, I will be using C programming as a file name, and you can just choose any of the name of the program. The default name is untitled one, so I will be changing it as the first program. You can also save it as first program.c. So it doesn't matter what you type in its name. So if you don't write .c, then it will be saved as .cpp. So but it doesn't matter to you. Now I have run the program and you can see that there is written welcome to C programming. That is the work of our code that we have written in this program. So it is not that much difficult high code. So let me open another program, and in another program I will also tell you about some of the theories that are required in the C program. So first of all, the most important thing in the C program is that how you need to open a new folder or new source code. So you can just press on Ctrl+N, or you can just choose in the file option from the file option that I have chosen in the first time. So first of all, For writing the name of the program, I will be using double slash as comment because it doesn't matter anything to the program. So the second program for today would be write a program to display your name and job. After finishing the writing the code, then I will explain the code and why the lines are important. So first of all, let me compile the file and then I will run. So first of all, let me rename the file the name of this source code, so that it will also be easier for me in the future to see the files that I have written. For the naming purpose, I suggest you to write anything that resembles to your source code or to your program, so it will be easier to find the required program in the future. In this program, you can see that there was an error, that was I have written the capital P or uppercase P, and the P as the uppercase is not regarded by the C program because C programming is a case sensitive language. In this terminal, you can see that our program has run, and after running the program, there was written name AlphaYT and job YouTuber in the same line. So to remove that, we'll be using backslash plus n, or backslash n in our second line to move it in our new line. So backslash n is mainly used to send anything to our new line. So for now, you can see that our second line has been printed in another line. I will write down the key points in comment section or message section after the line in our code, in which you can just take a screenshot, or in the last of the video I will also give you the time to screenshot all of the program. In the last of the video, I will show you all the C program or C codes one by one, so you can take the screenshot and take them for your own purpose. And in this code, let me explain all of the process of the line or statement that I am writing. So in the first line, you can see that include stdio.h. Actually, this line is the most necessary line in the C program, and in all of the C program, this line is important. If a C program doesn't include the standard input output header file, then the C program cannot run. So standard input output header file contains many functions, such as the print function that we are using, that is printf, or scan function that we will be using in the future, are also from the standard input output header file. So if we don't use the header file, then the compiler will not be able to compile the file, and it will show that it will show error in that printf function and ask what is the meaning of that printf function to you. So that is necessary to include standard input output header file. As for the printf function, you can see that it doesn't matter that what you write in the printf function. There is no specific meaning that there is no specific rule that will tell you to write only uppercase letter or small case letter or not write the symbol. It doesn't matter what you write there in that part. It will just be printed on the screen by the compiler. So it doesn't matter what you write in the program, in the printf function. Even if I write unmeaningful functions in the unmeaningful words in that printf function, so it will just print that, it will just show that in our screen and doesn't do anything. So, and the most important thing is that you have to write everything that you want to print in your screen in double quote function. The standard way of printing anything in your computer or monitor output is to write printf function and double quote inside that function and write the required words or anything in that double quote function, in that double quote, and then you have to end that bracket icon. Now let's move on to the third program. In the third program, I will be writing a code in which we should print that the C programming is easy. So it doesn't require any of the complex complex functions. It is the same as the previous one. Okay, now the programming has finished, and let me compile the file and rename the file and run it. Now I have renamed the folder, and let me run the terminal, and you can see that the code that is the string programming is easy is written on that file. The written in the. So if you want to change anything, or if you want to make the program to print anything, you just have to change anything that is written in the double quote sign. You can see that I have added the random words, and the C programming is easy was changed with another thing that was typed random. So I don't know what I have typed. So let me start another program, and in another program I will introduce you about more of the program, more of the functions, and in next program I will be copying the header files, because the header files are the same. You can say that int main and include standard input output, the header file are the same in any program. So I will be copying them and just pasting them in the program or in any of the thing that I will be need in the future. So first of all, let me remove them and start our next program, that is a write program to find average of 3 numbers. So in this program, the 3 numbers will be given in the program, not received by the user. So first of all, we will do this, and then we will do another one in which the numbers will be given by the user. So let me fast forward the video and watch the steps very carefully. Now programming is finished, and let me run the program. So in the result, you can see that the result is average is 15. So there is the average that we wanted to find. We wanted to find the average from 3 numbers, that is 10, 15 and 20. So average is calculated from them and given by and received as the 15. So let me explain the code. In the code, the most important thing that you have to learn in this code is that we are using the percentage %d. So percentage %d is used to replace the value of any of variables into that part. So if you use percentage %d in the comments in double quote sign, then the double quotes, then percentage %d will not be printed, but the value of the another variable that is written up after the double quote sign with comma is replaced in that place. So in this program, I want to print the value of abg. So I am using percentage %d in the inside double quote sign, and after the double quote sign I am using comma and abg. So we are actually telling abg. We are actually telling compiler that abg is the variable that has the value that we need to print. Actually, I thought that you all know about the variables, so I didn't explain about them. but let me also explain some of them in this video, so it will be easier for you if you have forgotten about variables. So in the given code, a b c a and abg are all the variables which are integer variables. Why there is integer variables? Because we have used int before the variable, so it is integer variable. Actually there were only the integer value that we were using in this program, so I declared the variables as integer variable. But if you want to use real numbers, the numbers with the decimal point, then you have to use float variable. So the float variable will be used in another program, and I will show you about the float data types in another C program. So let me stop this program and let's move on to another program. In this program we will not be doing anything new, we will be just making the program to be able to take input from the user. So first of all, see the program and please watch very carefully, and then I will explain about that program. Now the program has been completed, so let me compile the program and then run the program. So the program has been run, and you can see that in this program the program is taking input from user. So I am giving three numbers, that is 10, 15 and 20, and you can see that the result is average of given number is 15. The program is taking input from the user and giving the answer. So this type of program are the real programs that we will be using many times. The program that we have done before are not used many times, and they are not that much important. They are only for the purpose of basic learning about printf function. So first of all, now let me explain the program. So to explain the program, first of all I will explain about variable declaration. So variable declaration is very important if you want to use any of the variable in program. There is no way that you can use a variable without declaring it at the beginning. So after that you can see that we have taken 3%d in this program, while we have taken only 1%d before. Was only one value that was being exchanged, but there are three values that are being exchanged or that are being taken from the user. And the scanf function is a function that is used to take the input from the user. So that will read the input that is given by the user, or take the value from the buffer zone of the keyboard and place them in the address of the variable that we have written after that. Like we have written and a, that is actually means the address of a. In C programming, if you see and sign, then it means it is showing the address of that variable. So and a means the address of a, and b means address of b, as well as and c means address of c. This code is not that much different from the last code. Only different thing is that we are taking the input from the user by using function scanf. So you have to know that the scanf function is very necessary to receive the input from the user. You can also shorten this link you can also shorten this code by decreasing one of the statement or one of the line in the code. That is, you can remove the line that is finding the sum of the three numbers, that is as per our a plus b plus c, and you can just take all of the a plus b plus c in direct abg by like this. So let me show you a plus b plus and c. So the answer will not be different, the answer will be same in any of the case. Now let me run the program by which I can show you the answer of program. As per input, I will be giving the same input, that is 10, 15 and 20, and the answer is 15. So you can see that there is no difference in anything. It just means that there is decreasement in one line of the code, which may save time if you are writing a very long program. So it is necessary for you to find the ways to shorten your program if you are writing very long programs, and even in the small program it will be nice if you can shorten your program. Now let's move on to another program. Now next program will be to find the area of rectangle. So in finding the area of rectangle, we will be taking length and breadth from the user and processing them to find the area. So please watch carefully while I am coding, and then I will also explain the code after finishing the coding. Now the process of writing the program has been finished, and let me compile the file and run the file and show you how does the program works. So in the program there is actually taking input as length and breadth. So I am giving length and breadth as 2 and 42, and you can say that is found to be 80. So in the case there is no gap after the breadth in the first line, so I am just going to give some of the spaces in the after the breadth to increase the space. So you can see that while executing the program there is actually difference in the first program and this program. So you can also give \n after that after the finishing of the program to make to receive our input or show our input in another line. So if you add /t after the statement, then all of the things that will be going to run after that will be printed in the next line. So now let's move on to our next program. The next program will be to find the profit when the SP and CP are both given in the code or in the question. So in this code we will not be taking anything from the user or any of the data from the user, so the scanf function is not required in this code. And let me write the code and watch carefully so that you can understand it very well. You may be thinking why I am doing the same type of programs after some of the time, because after doing the same type of program after some time, it will be easier for you to remember it for a longer time. So I suggest you to keep a screenshot now, or you can just wait until the last part of the video. In the last part I will also give you the chance to take a screenshot of all of our programs that we have written today. So let me write the program. 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 So let me wr Now the coding has finished, and let me run the program. So the program is very simple, in which you can see that there is only the print function that is being used in this program, and it is very easy for you to do. So this type of program are not asked even in some of the questions, or even in exam. If you are going to give exam of the C program, then this type of program are not asked. Only the program that comes with input being taken from the user are being asked in the exams. So before moving on to our next program, we will be doing this same code with input being taken from the user. So let's go to the code. Let's go to the next code. So for the starting lines, I will be copying from the last program and just pasting them in this code. So the code is also very easy, so I will be just writing it, so you can just see this and understand it by yourself. So let me start the program. Now the code is finished, and let me run the code. So in this program you can see that the program is actually asking us for SP and CP, not just giving us straight answer of that the profit is this much. So let me rewrite it with something, and let me show you something new. Now I have run the code with backslash t. By using backslash t, it is actually doing the same work as the tab button that we used when typing in the MS Word or anything. So it will be just giving a large space between CP to the input that is being taken from the user. You can also write /n that we have written in our previous codes to make our input visible in the new line, but backslash t is also very nice if you want to show them in the same line, but you just want to give a large amount of space. I think the program was not very hard for you, so let us go to our next program, that is to find area of circle. While finding the area of circle, there will be use of preprocessor directive, that is define, that is hashtag define preprocessor directive, that is used to give give value to a constant or an expression. So first of all, let me write the program, and then I will elaborate in again. Because there are many new terms in this code, so I think it would be nice if I told you about them first and then run the program, so that it will be very easier for you to understand them. So let me first of all explain with the define preprocessor directive. I have already told you about that. The define is a preprocessor directive before. So first of all, now the thing that I have to tell you is, if you define a value of an expression or constant, then it can be used in your whole C program. So it doesn't make that much of difference in this small code, but it will make the very much difference while you are doing the very large project. So define is very important while doing large work, not something like this small work, because we can also use direct 3.14 in this program, not just pi while in the calculating. And the next thing is float. uh, we are using the float data type in this code. So float data type is a type that is used to do operation in real number, or the do operations of real number or the decimal points. So if you declare a constant as float, then it will be declared as 0.00, or it will be declared in decimal form. So you should just only add the float data type if it's only needed at that time. So, and the next important thing is that we are using percentage of f in this code. So percentage of f does the same works as percentage of d that we have done till now, but percentage of f does the works or operations in float data type, while the percentage d does the works in integer data type. So if you write percentage d in this code, then the code will not be executed. So if you have float data type, then you have to use percentage f, and if you have integer, then there is a necessity of percentage d. So data types determine what we are going to use in the scanf function as well as the printf functions, or simply in the double quote sign. And I have already told you another thing, that is you can actually use 3.14 instead of pi in this function, in this program, but I am showing you declaration because that will be very useful, while that will be very useful in long programs. Now let me change that pi to 3.14, and let me show you if there is any of the error or not while compiling the file. So now let me compile the file. Because we have used directly 3.14, so there is no need of that define function. So I have converted that define function into comment by using double slash, and now let me save this so that I can run the program and show you what does the program look like, or what is the terminal will do. So it is actually asking us for radius, so I have given the radius 7, and the result is result is out, because we are doing the calculate operation in float type, so the answer is in also decimal type. Now let me show you the program by using the define function, define preprocessor. Now I am going to change that 3.142 pi that we have declared at first. Now let me decompile this file and run this file. So the result is same even I use the define function or direct use 3.14. So it doesn't matter in this small program, but it can help if you want to make a large program and you are going to use pi many times, not just one time in the program. So if you want to use many time pi, so it's not nice to use many times 3.14, but you can just declare pi and use pi in case of 3.14, which is also looking good in the code. So now let's move on to our next code, which is to find area of triangle. So let me write the program, and please first of all watch carefully, because in this program there will be many new terms, and I will explain after writing the program. Now I have finished writing the code, and let me show you the code by running the code. So first of all, let me compile the code and then run. So I'm just running the code directly, and then I will explain about it. So the code is actually asking us three sides of triangle. So let me give three sides of triangle, and the area of triangle is out. Actually the output is out. So now let me explain the code that I have written in this code. So there are mainly some of the new terms in this code. The main new term in this code is math.h and the sqrt. So first of all, let me explain with sqrt. Sqrt is a uh, function that is used to find the square root of any numbers in C programming. So I am using sqrt in this code because there was need of square root while finding the area of triangle by using three sides. And the main purpose of doing this code is to make you familiarize with the sqrt and math.h. So now let me explain about math.h. Actually I have already told you that printf function and scanf functions are located in standard input output.h or stdio.h. So same like them, sqrt is also located in math.h. It is not located in stdio.h. So if you want to use uh, square root or sqrt function, then first of all you have to include math.h in your C program. So you can actually use many of the programs such as power that is used to find the square or any square cube or any power of the number by using math.h. So math.h does one not only include square root, there are many complex math programs, math calculations that needs to be run by using math.h or that needs to be included in math.h. So math.h is actually basically very important when you are doing the complex math calculations. Now let's move on to another code or another program, that is to find the volume of cylinder. Code to find the volume of cylinder is also not that hard. So first of all I am just writing that code, and if I find that to be very hard, then I will just try to explain the code. So first of all, please watch me write the code and try to understand as much as possible. Now I have finished writing the code. Sorry, there was a mistake. I forgot to include math.h. So I'll just add now, and I'll show you the run of the program. So you can say that the program is just asking the radius and height. So I'll just give the radius and height, and you can say that the volume of cylinder is find out and printed. I don't think that this code is very hard, so I will not be explaining this code, and I'll just show you all of the codes that we have done till now, so that it will be easier for you to take a screenshot of them for future preferences or for further study.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video if you like this, and share this with your friend who are interested in learning C programming language. As well as don't forget to subscribe my channel to get the latest news, latest notification of the videos. Thank you and see you in our next video. Bye bye.